guys, welcome back to another episode of the TastyDoom podcast. Without further ado, let's jump into another episode. Last we left off, you guys had just cleaned the town of all of the flesh victims, their skin being torn from their bodies and reanimated and crawling around the town. You guys finished off the large mass of these flesh in the city with Ivan exploding it towards the end. You guys accepting payment from some of the miners to investigate the mine and clear out whatever else might have been in this mine. You guys started off taking a deep dive into the mine. As you guys descended into the multiple layers of the mine, Ivan decided to go ahead and journey off, maybe trying to find some of the ore or the treasures that he could find within the mine. Well, he didn't find any treasure, but he did find trouble. As you constantly slid down further into the mine, trying to climb your way up, you could hear the subtle tones of knocking sounds around you, the telltale sign of a cave-in. As you scrambled your way trying to get back up to the top, some of the roof ended up falling down on top of you. Many of the wood pillars that held up the roof itself exploded, the shrapnel digging into your bark-like flesh. Your friends, happening to hear what was going on, run over and toss you a rope. You all do manage to escape, but just barely, as the rest of the tunnel caved in, almost trapping all of you within the one section of the mine. Deciding it as a better idea to go further in the mine and to do what you came here to do than to find treasures off on your own, you guys descended down following the footsteps of the creature, this corpse collecting monster. You guys travel down further, finding an open cave with a light blue light in the distance, a 300-foot cliff. You guys notice the large figure of this monster expelling something from inside of its body over the side of the cliff. As you guys give chase, it notices you and runs off. A large figure jumps from a pocket above you, completely unnoticed by the party. It is a large, torn flesh of a red dragon. As it tries to speak to you, asking you who you are, Kiron just charges, not even giving any shits about what this monster has in store for a conversation, and just straight out attacking it. You guys manage to give a fairly good battle, but Kiron ends up getting bit by this monster as it swallows him partially into this large, open, and toothy throat of this creature. As Kovdar is able to do enough damage to make this entity notice him, Kiron, it spits you out over a 300-foot cliff, and you fall. Ivan runs off to try to help you, tossing you a rope, but the rope snaps from the sheer force of you falling, and you collapse at the bottom of this cave. Kovdar, realizing what has happened, your rage boils over and a red light seems to pierce the area around you as you do a massive critical damage to this monster, killing it in one blow and sending its corpse over the edge as well. Kiron, you find yourself amidst piles, a sea of corpses, and you are sitting on them. What do you wish to do?
Kiron! I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything alive near me.
So do you have any dark vision?
Not even no. Nope.
Okay. So all you can see is you can see just a bluish light coming from the distance, and you can see there seems to be movement on these piles. I want you to go ahead and roll me a perception check.
12.
The figures don't seem to be hiding. They seem to be moving among the corpses itself, grabbing different pieces of bodies and with a large cleaver hacking at them. You just managed to make out a silhouette of a 3-armed humanoid figure, a large cleaver in one hand, and they are moving around slowly, rummaging around through the corpses.
Are you alive, Kiron?
Can I even hear them? from 300 feet down?
How loud do you guys? It's a cave.
I'm yelling as loud as I can.
Okay, no, you can hear this, and at that realization, you notice 3 of these figures stop and turn your direction, and you can see them start crawling over the mounds coming towards you.
God, we killed him.
He's that way.
Do you actually say this?
Yes.
At the realization that there is something that is still alive down here, they moved all 4s and come charging at you.
Fuck! I dash as best I can in this area.
At this point, you're still partially laying down. You just sat up to try to see what was going on as you hear your friends yell and now see these 3 individuals coming after you. What do you wish to do?
I have 2 questions. Does it look like they can climb?
It's kind of hard to tell, like, what kind of hands. Like, they look like they had, like, hands, but you're not exactly sure. The one thing you do notice is that they had 3 arms, and one had a giant cleaver.
So, probably better climbers than I am. I'm gonna run. I will use the dash action, stand up, and bolt out. 50 feet of movement.
Okay, so you're gonna just run off in 50 feet?
Yeah, I assume it's, what, half for standing up?
Yeah, it's half.
So if I dash, it's 50 feet.
All right, you're just gonna take off in a direction
Away from them.
away from them. So you got the cliff behind you, so you can either go towards them, or left, or to the right. There are huge piles of corpses.
Does a direction look better?
So you're kind of in between these mounds, so you would kind of technically have to climb over a mound of corpses to try to get away from these individuals.
How many of them were there?
3.
Yeah, I'll run to the right and attempt to climb over.
Okay. Go ahead and just make me a dexterity check.
Is this for climbing?
This would be for climbing.
9.
You dash off, trying to scramble your way, but these corpses have been here a while, and they seem to have like a slick substance over them. As you try to climb, the skin itself peels off of some of these corpses. As you're climbing, the skin seems to peel off, exposing the muscle and the sinew and parts of the bone that is still there. You end up sliding back down. Many of these bodies are loose, so you could try to hide.
That's my next plan. Am I out of sight of these creatures?
They don't seem to have noticed you, but they are moving towards the sound.
I'm going to take a body near me, chuck it as hard as I can over the pile, and then hide where I am.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a deception, and then go ahead and make me a stealth.
11 deception, 16 stealth.
You pick up half of the upper torso of a humanoid. You huck it as hard as you can up and over to the other side. You can hear it slap against some of the other bodies on the other side. These individuals don't seem to notice. They seem to be coming straight at you. What was your stealth check?
16. How close are they at this point?
I'd say about 50. No, I'd give them a little bit further. I'd give them about 80 feet.
Okay, if it looks like they didn't notice that at all, I'm going to, if I have the time, consume my potion of healing and then chuck that over the hill. Aim so that it might smack the wall of the.
Well, they're
cliffs.
moving really quickly. So you either chuck the body or you chug the healing potion. I'll let you do either one.
I'll just stay hidden.
Okay.
I'll just stay with what I did.
So finding a pile where there seems to be a little bit of a cove, you just kind of dive in and just grab the rotten flesh of some of these bodies and just pull it over yourself. You hear the scratching sounds of 3 individuals. They seem to be crawling around you. You can actually feel the weight being pushed on these bodies as one seems to be standing on top of you, but they don't seem to notice. You hear them chatter as they click their jaws or some sort of bone together, communicating with each other. You lie there, wondering if you manage to be able to escape these creatures. You wait 5 minutes, and they seem to be moving around. One, you do eventually feel one of the bodies just above your head get pulled down. You actually turn your head to the side thinking that it might have found you, but you just hear this cleaver cut deep into the flesh and the ripping sound of tendons and a bone popping. You hear these 3 individuals collecting as they slowly move their way back to where they came. They rolled a 2. So, you guys were still on top. You guys did not hear anything from down there.
Right after I yelled if he's alive, I want to find a decent-sized rock and throw it off the edge to try and gauge how deep this is.
Well, actually, I forgot to mention that a large dragon skin landed next to you. So that also kind of caught their attention as well. But it didn't land on you. It landed off to the side. And we could honestly say you actually found a little bit of protection in that. But after a while, the three individuals actually started cleaving pieces off of the dragon and are dragging it towards the blue light. You pick up a stone and you chuck it. How far do you throw it?
Not super far.
Okay. So, Kiron, you do hear a solid sound of a rock with a dull thud as it hits one of these corpses about, I would say, maybe 50 feet away from you, back towards the individuals. I'm going to go ahead and actually roll for their perception.
They don't even notice it.
What kind of roll do I need to make to gauge how far it is down?
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. Yeah, because you actually can't
Damn
see
it.
what's on. Well, no. So,
That's this. Not 20 right here.
Not terrible. 14.
well, there is a little bit of light coming from the back. So you can actually kind of see how far down it is, but only from like 600 feet in that direction. But you can kind of gauge it's, roughly about 300 foot. But you do look down, and what kind of light shimmers off the slick rock of the mucus that has come from this creature. You can see that the cliff itself is made of several large rocks. So there does seem to be quite a bit of handholds. It looks scalable, basically. You hear the dull thud, and you kind of jump back into your hole, thinking that they might have heard that on their way back. You wait just a couple minutes before peeking back over around one of these corpses. They've disappeared. You can't see them anymore.
I will now consume my potion of healing.
With that light 600 feet away, can I see anything moving in that radius of light down there?
Go ahead and roll me perception.
16.
You do notice these small figures moving in the distance. You can't really tell what they are, but there are several of them. You can count 6, 7 of these individuals moving around the corpses. You're uncertain if they're friendly or enemy.
Ivan, he is not alone down there. If he is alive, he needs help.
Okay. You said it did look scalable?
It does look scalable.
Okay. I am willing to try to scale this thing.
I reach into my backpack and I take out 10 pines and my hammer.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thanks. I will find a good place to hammer that python.
All right. So.
Oh yeah, you don't have your rope anymore. I'll give you my rope.
Thank you.
All right. So you got 60 foot of rope. So Ivan, you collect the pythons and the hammer from Kovdar, thinking it being a better decision to go ahead and put one of the pythons about 5 feet off of the cliff. You find a nice good spot, solid spot, and you hammer the python into the ground. You tie the end of the rope off to it, and you start off the edge, climbing down. If you had 2 ropes, this could be a lot easier.
Yeah,
But
so much easier.
I have a rope.
but you've only got 1, so.
I have a rope.
All right.
All
rope.
the way back.
Yeah.
Ivan, I need you to make me an athletics or acrobatics check as you start to scale.
16.
It's a little scary. You can't actually see the bottom. Do you have any dark vision, by the way?
Yeah, I have a light on top of my face.
That is true. So do you
Oh yeah, I will light up.
you lantern light your face?
So I can see that.
Yeah, you can see it, but it's dim, really up top. You can tell that one of your friends.
That idiot.
You can tell that one of your friends is starting to scale down.
You can see a light just.
Just looking at the cliffside. A few minutes later, I hear a little crack. See the light spinning.
You just start seeing it swinging.
Oh! Hear Kovdar yell at him.
You idiot!
You're supposed to climb, not fall.
If I notice that those creatures aren't near me anymore, I'm going to start looking around. While they're climbing down, I'm going to look around and investigate what they might have been chopping off the dragon.
Okay. You do notice that They seem to be going after most of the like teeth in there, but instead of just like taking the teeth, they actually cut huge sections. They actually seem to take most of the muscles around the teeth itself, at least what muscles would be left on ripped skin. They seem to be going after more of the physical capabilities of this thing, so claws and teeth, than anything else.
They're building a monster.
So Ivan, as you start your climb down, you turn on your headlights so that way you can see where you're putting your handhold and your feet in these small little pockets. It's pretty scary. You cannot really see the bottom, but you climb down. Your foot ends up slipping and you feel your stomach drop as you just dig in, trying to dig your roots in from your hands and your feet into this, trying to keep yourself from falling. You do manage to stay put, and you climb down to the end of the rope. You take out another python hanging on by just the rope and hammer the next python in. You tie it off. What do you wish to do?
I will.
At this point, you kind of figure talking isn't the best bet.
I'll give the rope a little tug.
Kovdar, can you see right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I take out from my broker's pack a hooded lantern. I fill it full of oil and light it.
Okay. So that's only like 30 feet of light?
It's like a torch.
Is
Except you can cover it when you
Okay.
don't want light.
Oh, okay. So you can see, you do notice the rope tied to the python seems to pull taut 3 times.
So I'm going to untie.
You feel the rope be jerked from your hand.
And then I'm going to tie it around my waist and start climbing down.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an athletics or acrobatics check. For you guys, it's most likely athletics.
That is bad. Oh, fuck you. 12.
You take the rope and tie it around your waist, taking your time to make sure it's a nice, tight knot. You start your climb down, but as you do, one of the rocks seem to slip out from under you. You start to slide down. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I got this. I don't. It's a 9.
It's a 9.
Rage and take advantage.
Can't
It's
on a
an
dex save.
effect you can see. You falling is an effect you can see.
I don't have that level of barbarian.
Oh,
Well, I would roll against it because this is something that you're the cause of. It's not something else that you can see coming.
I mean, I can see when I'm being an idiot.
And the third
You
person,
know how many
huh?
times I've been like, I've done something with like, oh, that was stupid.
That was what?
I didn't
Just
realize that
until
entire
after
thing
the
up.
fact, though.
No, it's like I realize it as it's happening, but my body's too stupid to do anything about it. I just know I'm fucking it up, but it's happening.
If he is gonna be falling like past me, I'm gonna try to catch him.
Okay, so you have the rope tied to you,
Yep.
and you have another section of the rope tied to the python that's hammered in.
Yep.
All right, so I want you to go ahead and make me a strength check on that python. Go ahead and add your strength modifier.
Have you seen how strong I am?
Oh my god.
Come on.
This is not good, guys.
Exhale
my
sadly.
God.
This is not good.
I'm just watching you two just fall. Like, oh.
He's still holding on to the wall, though. There's a chance.
There's a chance. All right, Kovdar, you feel a large section of the cliff give way as you start to fall backwards. You reach trying to get whatever kind of grasp you can, but it's nothing but just gravel and dirt. As your hands slide off the edge, you are in free fall on your way down to the bottom. You feel the rope pull taut as you're thankful of the python that was in the wall. You feel the rope go slack once again as the python is ripped from the stone. Ivan, I need you to make me a strength saving throw as you see the python being ripped out of the wall with a metallic cling.
So can I see this? Can I tell this is happening from where I am?
So you see a light
'Cause, yeah.
that is moving that you figure to be Ivan's headlights, right? And then you see another light, a very dim one, starting over the edge.
And then
it just starts going faster.
Don't worry about
Faster.
it. It's a technique.
And you probably
I'm
would have
gonna-
heard that section of the cliff fall away, too.
I'm gonna attempt to utilize the remaining dragon skin to somehow, I'm gonna try and cushion the blow if they're falling.
You're gonna make like what is it, a firefighter's?
It's a trampoline.
Yeah, like a trampoline. I don't know what they're actually called.
I don't know what they're called.
I don't think they even
know.
use them anymore.
But I'm gonna try and do that. If there's any way I can secure it to the wall, otherwise I'm gonna try and just like throw it at him as he falls.
Okay, so
I'm
it
only
is.
one person.
So it still is a very large creature. So you'd have to take the time to cut a section off and somehow mount it to the wall. What I will allow you to do is to do a strength check and actually pull the skin, like pull it tight against the weight of the skin itself, and try to make it the anchor and you the other side to try to make somewhat of a more of a cushioned fall.
That.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a strength check on
I'm
that.
going to rage,
Okay.
so I have advantage on this.
Okay.
Strength or perchance athletics?
Strength. This is
16.
Okay. So your strength check was what?
11.
Oh dear God.
And now Ivan's falling.
I didn't even make this. I mean, this DC
Sorry.
is high, but like I really figured you guys would make it.
We should have all made new characters. We are all gonna die to fall damage.
Ivan, you hug the wall, willing your roots to start finding any kind of cracks and crevices to push your body and to become one with the wall itself. But as you do that, you feel the tightness of the rope pull against your waist, and you being pulled free from the wall. You are now in free fall.
Well, I'll at least survive.
All right. So you got a 16 on your
Yeah.
strength check? Okay, so I'm going to use that. Both of you, Kovdar, you're first. You do end up hitting a very soft surface, but it's a very short, soft surface, as just after hitting it, you impact a very hard surface.
I would like to rage during my fall.
Okay. So what was the fall damage before? We did 24 d6 because
Yeah, but they'd climb
It'd
down
be
some more.
50
be
feet,
f-
and then I fell about 50 feet, so I would have a 200-foot fall.
I
using,
I
like-
could say you could catch. He's so this is what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna remove a d6 from you, and I'm just gonna remove the 5d6 from him. Well, you'll get 66 negative, and he'll only get 5. So you will take 25 d6 points of damage, and you will take 24 d6 points of bludgeoning damage.
As I land, can I try to catch Ivan?
I wouldn't do that.
He's gonna just
I'm
hit,
going
die,
to
explode.
I have rage though. I might be able to save him in.
I have rage as well. You want to try and... Are you trying to grab him mid-fall?
I'm gonna try to land and then try to catch him somehow.
Wait, is their rope still connected?
The rope is still connected.
Yes.
Okay.
Tis.
I could make a crossbow shot to try and pin the rope.
I would require a natural 20
I know,
to do
that's why
that,
it's not-
and you would not be able to pull the skin tight. So
Can
it
I
would-
get the skin under both of them?
Yes, you can get the skin under both of them. I'm allowing that
Then
because
I'm
it
gonna-
did land pretty close to you.
Okay, I'm gonna just focus on the skin.
Okay, so 24d6. Kovdar, 24d6 equals 84 points of bludgeoning damage.
So 42.
You take 42 points. Actually, so since he did pull it tight,
Yeah.
I will go ahead and mark off 10 points. So it's 74. Actually, no. I will actually remove the total score. You got a 16.
Yeah.
So 16 off minus from 84.
There we go. So that puts it at 59. I'm a genius.
Yeah, you can do the math. I'm not
Just
that
halved
smart.
into 20.
So 27.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say you might as well not roll for mine because I'm not gonna survive it.
Oh,
How much
yeah?
health do you have?
42.
All right,
No, no,
well,
no.
we got to see if this instantly kills you.
Well, it won't matter for him. He'll still revive.
Yeah.
This is true. So you take 91 points minus 61.
Oh my god.
What, 16?
Minus 16, sorry. So let me set the scene. Kovdar, you feel the wall leave your hands as you go into free fall. You can see the look of Ivan's face as you pass him. You can feel the slight jar in the rope as the python is ripped from the wall. Ivan, you brace yourself against the weight of Kovdar, trying to force yourself into this wall, but are ripped from the wall also. You both go into free fall. Kovdar, in your last couple of moments before you hit impact, your rage boils over, your muscles pulling taut as you will your body to be harder than the floor itself. You impact hard. Kiron, the skin itself is pulled, jarred forward as you can feel this mass just hit it. You pull it back, trying to keep the skin tight, knowing that there's going to be a second one as you can see the headlights of Ivan still falling, but you're unable to pull it tight once again. Ivan actually misses the skin and splatters with a wet slap on the floor right next to you. You can actually feel some of the liquid that seems to course through his body splatter against you. As this liquid seems to beat up and start to roll down, the thought goes through your head that you've just lost a valuable companion. But then it starts to burn. You see this faint blue fire start at what would have been his head. Then you see a spark as a huge explosion of fire comes out. Go ahead and make me your dexterity checks. Those are dexterity saving throws. This one you do see coming, so you have the advantage.
Oh, good. It really helped.
15.
Because my spell DC is pretty high. Oh, my spell DC is actually... Save DC is 15.
Oh, that's
Yes,
good.
I saved.
All right, so you
means
saved.
that I'm pretty close. I have a 6. But I take half damage, so it could be fine.
6.
I don't take half fire damage.
You don't take half fire damage. I was just about to say that.
You just did 12 damage to me?
So I take
I
6.
just maxed that. Holy shit.
Yeah, you won't ever be able to do that again.
Yeah, never. Friendly fire is my best rolls ever.
You just fucked me up. Yeah, I got a 3 and a 1 with advantage.
Oh, man. All right. So you feel this ichor splatter and start to beat up. You can feel it actually increase in heat. It starts to burn you as you see these sparks happening at the body of Ivan, and a huge fireball erupts from his body. You actually see a form of a phoenix. Its wings come up, and then it seems to just be pulled back into a point. Ivan's body is whole once more, and you can see the telltale signs of his inner fire ignite inside of his jack-o'-lantern head. You are badly burned from this fire. You can feel the fur that makes up the lower part of your body seems to be singed. But worse, you can hear the echo of this loud eruption. You can hear screams and cries and the chattering sounds of monsters. And there are multiple. And they're coming your way.
Do you have a health potion?
It says I do on my sheet, but I don't
We
think
should all
it's
have
actually...
a base one.
I don't know if I used it or not, though. I want to say I did, but...
Well, you took a superior too, didn't you?
No, I only had the one. I took heroism, which I know I don't have anymore. I just didn't erase it. Clairvoyance I never used.
I only remember you only using the heroism.
Yeah, I remember using the heroism. I don't remember.
I don't remember you using any other potion.
Maybe I was going... I don't know.
Let's just say, because I don't remember you using it, so let's just go ahead and say that you still have it, and then I can just make adjustments later on if you actually didn't have it.
I'm gonna rush towards that right direction. I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna tell him to drink that potion, and I'm gonna start to throw him over this big hill. Because we
Okay.
need to move fast.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a strength check. Ivan, you are ripped from the ground and a potion is just jammed into your chest. You hear Kiron just say, drink it. Do you pop the lid and drink it?
I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't.
All right.
I have.
Hearing those noises, I would drink mine too.
Okay. So you guys can tell that there is a mass of creatures coming your direction right now.
So
I wanted to throw you.
How much is a potion of...
It's 10 health.
Yeah. So it's
As
10.
I pick you up to throw you, I realize that I'm far too injured to make a throw on you right now. And I just kind of toss you up the hill a bit. I got a 2, which is like a 7.
So as you actually see the potion inside the bag, the fireproof bag, we're just gonna say that right now. You reach down and grab it and pull it out, and as you jam it into the chest of Ivan and go to pick him up, because of your lack of vision, you actually miss him as he goes to open it up and drink it. You try to grab for him again, but at this point, he's already trying to stand up.
Run. And I guess I'll just start trying to climb my way up that fucking mountain again.
All right, so if you guys are going to try to run, I need you guys to make me athletics or acrobatics checks to make it over this corpse mound.
Oh, easy. I am skilled at running. 11.
Oh, there we go.
hang on. Just a
25.
second.
I don't think I've gotten above a 5 this game. She's like, make the monsters harder, but we're fucking just...
We can't even survive the fall damage, Kyle.
Can't even survive the fall damage.
You guys were supposed to make it.
Oh, we're supposed to make it.
So currently, you have 36 health? Is that what I'm seeing?
Fuck
Yep.
this dice.
Congrats.
It's the gel.
Because he's got 11. I've got 13.
So,
no.
And we have no way of healing anymore.
okay, so
This is
I do.
bad.
your lantern
Oh.
is still burning.
If I die again.
His lights went out, but he has his inner lights, so you can see him, but he doesn't really give off enough light to be able to see anything else. I want you, Kovdar, to make me a perception check real quick.
It's a natural one.
My gosh, guys!
Yes.
If it would have just been above a 10, I would have given it to you.
Yes.
He sees nothing. Is he even looking?
So
He's just like,
Kovdar,
wow, there's a
you
lot of bodies.
Kovdar, you hear these sounds after the explosion and realize just the danger that you guys are in right now. You guys are severely hurt and may not be able to survive this combat. As you see 5, 6 of these creatures come into the light, just their silhouettes at all 4s on the ground, one arm with a cleaver above their body, just rushing towards you guys.
I start to run.
Okay. This is not good, guys. This is not good. All right, so
Maybe I get a
failed.
perception check.
Your perception is you hearing me tell you to run.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like right now you are focused on
Running.
drinking and running right now.
5-limbed cleaver monsters. I don't know.
Okay.
They're gonna want your head.
Not my head.
That's your favorite body.
Dead. Wait, I'm not flesh. Maybe they're not interested in me.
I don't know. Your head lights up. They might still care about it.
I'll just turn it off.
I'll just turn it off.
They still. I don't know. I don't know what they're into.
They have weird kinks.
They
You
took the
are-
dragon's teeth.
You are the prime example of the lights are on, but no one's home.
Thank God I made. Did we all make it up that hill?
All right, so yours was a 25,
Yeah.
right? So you knowing and having a little bit of a light source, now you can see your way up. You don't even touch the mound itself. You just deer hop this entire mound up and over and disappear on the other side. What are you two doing?
Following.
Okay,
Fast as I can,
I
dashing.
need acrobatics checks acrobatics athletics checks from the both of you to see if you can make it over this mound.
I think
I'll
I already
watch to
did
make
one.
sure that they manage to make it. Yeah, I think you had us all roll. I don't remember what the rules were. I know.
Did you already roll?
Yeah, because I rolled an 11.
You said-
I thought, so when you were talking about
Natural
There
20.
you go.
Okay.
He also just jumps the hill.
Bye, guys.
All right, so
You're tied to
Um,
me still, by the way.
Trying to climb. He's like, man, this is hard. Sees him jump. Like, huh?
You know, that's a good thing. I'm glad you brought that up because I totally forgot.
Wait, I splattered and lit it on fire, probably.
Actually, you literally exploded.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
true.
you
have a rope
you
attached to
did
nothing.
explode. So this rope has been just burned from your body.
So I have like 20 feet of rope tied to me.
Yes, and the other end of it has been seared off. In fact, you can actually see a couple burning embers from the rope actually being on
It's a
fire.
fuse. It's coming in.
So if I see that he's having issue climbing it, I'll throw my 50 foot of rope down to him. for him to
Well,
grab.
wasn't it? No, it was
It was
your.
his rope.
It was your
I'm
rope.
the only
You-
one with an intact rope.
All right.
What is it? My rope?
No, your rope broke up there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which you still technically.
I still have a portion of yours tied to mine too.
You guys just have these umbilical cords just striking behind you.
We're really gonna need to invest in some better rope.
There's a chain.
Chain.
It's only 10 foot though, so probably not.
All right.
I'll
So
throw it down for him to grab onto
All right,
and prepare to
so,
pull him.
so you said you rolled 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your total roll?
No, that's my.
What that? So that's modifiers and everything.
Yeah.
Is an 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what's going on. You see Kovdar just like Hulk jump, like crouch down into a squat, bring his arms up as his body extends, and just single leaps this like 15-foot hill, just up and over, and disappears onto the other side. You also see Kiron do the same, as agile as a deer, just up and over. As you turn and look back and see that fear grips you, you are left alone, and there's 6, 7 of these individuals coming after you right now. You panic, turn and run, and try to scramble up this surface, but you have no light this time. So you just grab handfuls of rotten flesh and slide back down.
This is bringing up bad memories.
But at this point, you do hear something slap the ground right next to you. It sounds like a rope.
This is bringing back. Climb it without the rope.
God damn it!
I'll grab onto the rope.
All right, you grab it and just pull it tight against whoever it is that tossed it. I want you to go ahead and make me a strength check.
Okay. Would I still have rage right now?
You would still have rage. I will give you rage.
All right, yeah, the first roll was fine. 20. Is it athletics or just straight strength?
Just straight strength saving throw. I will give you that.
20. Oh, well then, yeah, that'll be a 26.
The 26. Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit because I did not expect you guys to do this bad.
This is like the worst.
This
it
is
could've
the
gone.
worst.
Yeah,
case
this
scenario.
is the
This
worst.
went from oh no, Chiron's might die in this pit
Oh,
to
we
oh
all-
shit.
Yeah,
my
we
God.
we
We're
might
all
be.
gonna die.
I might be rewriting the story with new characters. All right. So Ivan, you just pull the rope tight and just hug it as tight as you possibly can. You feel yourself ripped from the ground. You don't touch anything. You go airborne and land on it with another thud on the other side. The wind is knocked from you. You don't take any damage, but it's hard to breathe now. These individuals are still after you guys, or it's still after the source of this fire. What do you guys wish to do? You guys are above, sitting on top of a mound of corpses about 15 foot high.
So I will throw, in a desperate attempt to distract the monsters down there, my glass vial, since I didn't do it earlier.
Okay.
I will throw it down across and against the wall before I continue running.
Question.
Okay.
At the bottom of this mound, is it like a smooth stone floor?
Yeah, so you've got like these piles of bodies, and every now and then you'll have like a loose body that's probably like rolled off the top of the mound and is just laying by itself out there. But this seems to be like a natural cavern, and it's just a stone floor.
So the monsters are running at our mound on the stone floor?
Yes.
I'm going to take out my bag of 1,000 ball bearings and just spread them everywhere down there.
Okay. All right. So you kind of got a decent picture of what the area looks like. Your light doesn't quite go far enough, but you do manage to just chuck these ball bearings out, and you can hear that satisfying 1,000 raindrops or 1,000 pieces of hail hitting the concrete, and you can hear it echo out. You can also hear the shattering of glass coming back from behind you, back towards where you were at. I mean, it might work.
How much room, I guess, is in this area?
So the pile itself is large.
Well, I mean,
There's
not the pile, but the
Are you talking about the whole cavernous area?
yeah, the cavern.
The cavern probably goes 1,200 feet back. Like, it is a massive cavern.
Is there anything around that looks exceptionally flammable?
I mean, you could make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. And it got better. Perfect. So 16.
16.
Oh wait, 17. Yeah.
Get a flask of oil for my lantern.
I have torches.
All right. So you get the idea to maybe see if there is something flammable. Maybe there's some way you could create a wall of fire between you and these things. You look around, but all you find are just rotten, decomposing corpses.
Okay, well, I'm gonna light a torch, and you mentioned oil to me?
I'm not sure what you're doing, actually.
Yeah. So you haven't. You're looking around.
I'm gonna light a torch and say we need to leave behind like a source of fire that might stop at it
Okay.
to see what it is.
So
I take out my second flask of oil and hand it to you.
So this is what I'm gonna do.
Throw it all on the ground and light it all on fire.
It's my no dice.
Oh, that's why you put it over there?
Yeah.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead. I want everyone to roll me initiative. So I know what's kind of going on.
Please.
No chance we would
No.
all just randomly have advantage on that for some reason. Did you get low too?
This is so bad.
Oh, I have a character ready to go. Maybe he will be a Talon at this point.
I do not.
So let's go around. So Kovdar,
6.
Jiminy,
Nope. Yep, 6.
6, really? Kiron,
I have a 12.
Ivan.
That one.
Oh my god. I got so much worse than I thought it was going to be.
I know
Okay. I know I'm really good at being descriptive, but when I meant or said that the wind got knocked out of you, that does not mean that you roll a nat 1 for your initiative and actually make that really freaking happen. It's just
That's
supposed
it.
to be flavor text.
It's actually what it means.
That's
I
exactly
got too
what it
immersed. My dice got too
You
immersed.
just didn't realize how accurately you were describing
means. Yeah,
the situation.
I apparently...
He's still on his back on the ground, just like, oh.
So, two things are happening right now. Either my descriptions that I do, I either see into the future and know what your dice rolls are going to be, or I am maneuvering the universe around my descriptions and making everything that I say actually come to real.
Let's put that to theory. Let's make it. Let's make
Do
you-
something crazy.
Yeah,
we
you-
suddenly are all full health.
We teleport outside of the mining cave.
No.
It's genius.
I'm just gonna Hearthstone right now.
Don't you wish you could do that right now? Because if this was WoW, that's what I would be doing right now. I'd be like, nope, I'm out of here.
Time to run.
I'll just log out.
Disconnect. I disconnect.
Bye, guys.
I'm out. See you next week.
What is it? Alt 4? Just done.
You just see our names has gone offline.
Ivan has gone offline. Ivan, what the fuck? Well, the net one guy's gonna do it.
Good luck. I'm out.
I'll be on next week.
Oh my
Maybe the monsters won't be there. They'll de-aggro.
They'll despawn. It's fine.
Despawn.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is not good. All right.
He used the faint
No, I don't roll
death
for the
ability.
monsters, so
They go, and then they go, and then we go.
Oh, no, they actually go 4 times before I get my turn.
all right. Yeah, because my monsters have a set initiative, so this.
Actually, I think I might go in between their first 2 turns.
What are the chances that I just look dead?
I don't know. You might be gasping too much to be looking dead. But you're a plant. They don't know what a plant gasping looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to be like, that's weird. Why is a plant down here?
Do I even gasp? Honestly.
Do you even breathe?
I don't think you breathe.
I don't think I really breathe. I mean, it doesn't say I
Don't. But it
I
doesn't
don't.
say you do.
But it
So-
doesn't say I do.
This is out of character. We have gunpowder.
We have fucking...
You guys have guns and gunpowder. Yeah, you totally do.
Fuck. Why are we unintelligent?
not in the scenario in which we think
We're
we
so
have the time
fucking
to
stupid.
turn it into a bomb.
All right, so I would say at that point, at the time of initiatives, the monsters have moved up pretty close. They are within 100 feet of you guys at the start of initiative. What is the movement of these guys? Not good for you guys.
100 feet. They can move 2 west.
So, no, they don't move that far, but you guys do notice that these things, as they're running on all fours to you, they don't seem to slip. Whatever surface that it is that they are walking on, they seem to be stuck to it. You can actually see several of them on some of these larger piles are actually running completely sideways at you guys. They're not falling at all.
How far from the ball bearing spot are they?
So I'm gonna say 4 of them are running along the ground. So 4 of them will be affected by the ball bearings. The other ones are staying more towards the mounds and running like they're running in a straight line from where they came. So they move 60 feet as they dash. Yeah, so they're gonna be 40 feet from you. So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so there's gonna be 2 that are gonna be coming up the mound where you guys are at, almost directly at you. So 4 of them. I'm gonna say the DC for those are a 12. And it's either, and if they fail, they fall prone and lose all their movement, which will be 40 feet. So, Kovdar, you get the satisfying sound of these creatures making a chirping sound and a squalling like sound, and you can hear the scrapes of claws against the floor and the thuds of at least 3 of these individuals hitting the ground. But one of them doesn't seem to even be affected. All right, so that is their turn. Kiron,
Thank God.
you get a turn.
So I'm going to drop the torch I had and pour the oil over top of it so that it spreads out in front of me.
Okay, so that's gonna put these creatures 40 feet from you. So as soon as you do this, they are going to notice you.
They're going to notice the fire. They haven't noticed me?
I mean, there's a chance. They're running towards the sound.
My God.
How far is dark vision?
I don't have dark vision, if that's what you're asking.
Bet you know of dark vision.
It varies.
You'd know it's probably at least 60 feet.
Usually 60 feet's pretty general.
Okay, so you can try to hide. You guys have moved away from the explosion. You've done it.
I
once
already have a
before.
lit torch.
You lit it.
I lit it.
You lit it. All right. They notice
So
you.
I drop it and I'm gonna light it.
So, as you light the torch, these things move within the range of the torch. You can see the 3 armed individuals. They are a humanoid-like form. They have not just a cleaver in one hand, but also a saw that they have flipped over in another one as they're running. You can see what seems to be a pelvic bone that makes up a mask around their face, and a section of spine that comes up the middle, almost like a mohawk. And you can see 2 blue lights, what you think to be their necrotic energies, behind a skeletal-like jaw. They are on all fours, and they are coming right at you.
Okay, so in my mind, me dropping my torch and pouring that flask on it is a bonus action.
So you would have already had the torch lit. To use a potion is an action, or as a bonus action.
Yeah, so basically I'm just dropping it and pouring it over. I'm not trying to situate it.
Okay, so a flask of oil is not very big, so just keep that in mind. You probably have 10 ounces?
Wouldn't it say?
Whatever it takes to fill a lantern.
16. Okay, I will give that. I will say that's a pretty good argument. So I will say, yeah, I will say 16.
It's a pound
ounces.
of oil.
It's a pound of oil.
Pound of oil.
Well, it's about right? About
Yeah.
16 ounces.
16 ounces is a pound.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you got about 16 ounces of oil.
Yeah, and I pour it as best I can over it, and then I will take my gun out and shoot one of them.
All right, this guys, I want to say this right now. This is not good.
I understand, but we're kind of fucked.
We can run and hide. This is not a fight situation.
I mean, at this point, they're all looking right at me.
We're on a mound. We can run to the other side and hide something.
So you notice that 2 have seen you. You know that there are at least 5 others down below you. But you pour out the oil, letting the oil cross the flame itself as it ignites. You actually toss out this wave of fires that lands on the corpses before you. You have a very small ring of fire that just ignites in front of you, but it's not very big.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dash away, if I
He
can.
can't. He can't.
He cannot move. You
Yes.
do notice Ivan laying there trying to get up. His breath, it seems to be knocked out as he's trying to.
Can I tell if he's still holding the rope that he was holding on to?
Ivan, make me a Constitution check to keep from dropping the rope.
go.
Here we go. This is my best stat. Constitution saving throw?
I would say no, but it is a dire situation. I will say yes.
Yeah.
Probably has advantage from that one thing we don't remember.
To be fair, it's like a 15 in total.
A 15?
It's not
Yeah.
bad.
Really?
Yeah,
What-
I have a.
Oh, that's an 8, isn't it?
Oh, that is an 8. It looks like a 4 from
I thought
over
it
here.
was
No.
a 3.
Oh,
that is
my
the best roll
gosh.
I've had all night.
Oh my god.
Hey, getting better.
Better.
Just gotta level up that dice. All right. So Ivan does seem to be partially paralyzed. Like he's trying to will his body to move, but it won't. But you do see him grasping this rope for dear life.
Okay, with that, I will dash. I'll grab it a little closer to where he is, so it's not like he's super far behind me being dragged by it. And then I will just dash off with him on the rope.
Okay, this is one of those situations where
Unless you'll let me pick him up and dash.
I will let you pick him up and dash.
If that's the case, I'm going to do that instead.
So this is why it's nice to have a centaur. So you rush over and grab Ivan. I mean, full on action to do this. You grab him in the midst of your run. You just toss him across your back and just keep going. This does not cost you any movement. You move your full dash action.
So 100 feet.
100 feet? Okay. Well, yeah, because the action dash. I'll give you the dash. I don't freaking care at this point.
I will still have a rope behind me.
This is true. But unfortunately,
It's a good 50 feet away from him, but
so you move 100 feet. Okay. So the mound does seem to go down on a slope on the other side, but you just bail off of it and land on the other side and are still continuing moving. So there are thousands of these mounds. So you're either going to have to make another athletics check on your next turn to either climb another mound, or you're going to actually have to move towards the blue light.
blue light sounds like the wrong direction.
All right, so just keep that in mind. Kovdar, you just see a intense flame ignite in front of you. You see 2 individuals, their face being lit up, their skeleton-like faces, well, it's not skeleton-like, their skeleton faces with their blue, lifeless eyes peering back at both of you. Kiron just runs over, grabs Ivan, and dashes off. You're alone, and it's the monster's turn.
Oh, shit. Praying on that fire.
So you would be standing, and you would be visible from the light. They see you. They are going to move. So, what'd I say? They were 40 feet away from you?
Some of them were. A few of them tripped and lost that 40 feet.
Well, there's 2 of them. 2 of them 40 feet because it's so they're 40 feet away. So
Yeah, the 2 that were on the sides.
yeah,
Wasn't there one in the middle that didn't slip though?
yeah, there was one that he didn't slip. He ended up coming. So you've got one about 60 feet away from you, down below you. You can hear him moving. You cannot see him. And then you can hear at least 2 more on the mound on the other side as they seem to be coming through. But as this light ignites, you do hear more of these creatures cry out and the clicking sounds of them communicating. And you can hear the bodies tumbling and moving as these things just start rushing towards your direction. The 2 that are in front of you do see you, and on all 4s just come rushing right at you. They get up to you, but they have to use an action to dash to get to you. So, with that being said, you will have the 2 right in front of you as they stand back up, wielding a saw in one hand and a cleaver in the other, and another one coming just over the mounds to your left. But it is now your turn.
You can like disengage, action surge, dash.
I do not have action surge.
Oh no.
Take your time. This is a life or death situation.
You still have your potion of invulnerability.
I don't have that.
What? What'd you do with it?
So I will go ahead. So you did have to jump down a ledge, right? So about 20 feet from you is another ledge of the mound. So that technically would break line of sight from these creatures.
How far away is another mound from me?
So you got about 20 feet to the edge of the mound, and it's probably another 15 foot down, and then you have probably about another 20 feet over into another mound.
55.
So
You could
I
dash
could-
for 60.
I could run over there and try to hide in the second mound.
There are a lot of loose bodies. There is also still the dead corpse of the dragon skin too.
But that's the other direction.
Yeah, that's down. You'd actually have to pass one of them to get to it, and they most likely will see you.
It's not. I thought about the dragon skin. But yeah, I don't know. You have to take a shot on if you survive the hits or not.
Out of game, I don't think Kyle would throw 6 of these things that could kill you
I don't know.
that quickly.
He looked at the CRs and then said that wasn't enough.
Yeah, but that's 6.
All right. So I will give you their challenge rating. These are CR 7 creatures. Easy, and there's 7 of them.
The only thing that might be saving you here is that they only get 1 attack with a reaction opportunity. They don't get like multi-attack if they have it. And so it'd basically be hoping that your AC keeps at least one of them from hitting you, because it's probably going to be multiple dice on the damage roll.
And they do have another effect, but I am
Sever.
no, they actually have a terrifying presence.
Well,
But I'm actually gonna rule that out for right now.
I am immune to fear. Never felt fear in my life.
Just know that is the universe coming down and helping you, because I'm going to not allow those creatures to be able to use that unless you guys are finally able to take a long rest and get full health. Then when you guys meet these things again, then it will happen.
We're already terrified.
Yeah, you guys are.
It's too late.
You guys
Pat.
are actually scared.
All we're
It's
doing
too
is
late.
running from them. I'm pretty sure that's what we do.
Yo, pretty much.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, that's my only option. That's what I'm going to do.
I know your character's not very smart, but that gunpowder will flash. You could technically blind these creatures.
I also just witnessed Kiron make a fire, and it just made them come to us faster.
Okay. Well, I mean, they've pretty much already seen you.
Yeah.
So, alright. Whatever you want to do. 20 feet, you could break the line of sight and try to hide.
Yep, I'm going to bonus action Expeditious Retreat, which gives me 60 feet of movement without using my action. And I'm going to run to the second mound and just use as much movement as I can to get inside it and hide.
And just kind of just swan dive into a pile of corpses.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 of them will get an opportunity attack.
Yep.
So the first one...
Oh no.
No, it's good. It's good. That is a natural 1.
Yes.
So I'm actually gonna say that this creature, and as you turn to run, it's actually going to forget about the fire and run straight through it. So it's already gonna take fire damage. Next one, That is a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right. So as these creatures bring back their cleavers and reach out, you actually, what's the sprinters that jump over the
Hurdlers?
The hurdler? Yeah, you hurdle over this cleaver as it just comes flying right underneath you. You land and are just gone. You do hear the screams as one of them, as its arm catches fire as it tried to swing towards you. You jump off of the top, landing down at the base. You do see a small section where some of the bodies have piled up and made kind of like a little cove. You just dive straight into it and rip the bodies down. You feel 4 or 5 different bodies land on your back. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
It's not terrible.
12.
12.
There
Okay.
are worse things than a 12. One of those worst things is still paralyzed.
Fuck you.
All right. So, Ivan,
Yes.
it would be your turn, but with the natural one, you are being jarred. You're actually finally able to have an intake of air. Your muscles finally start to be able to communicate with you as you finally take full control of your body. You're on horseback at a full gallop. You can hear the clatter and the clicks of these creatures as they cry out. You see 7 figures move over the mound where the fire was at and start just coming right towards you guys.
Faster.
Run. Keep running.
Keep running.
Monsters are gonna go. 2 of them, 3 of them. 3 of them did see you.
By the way, I dropped my lantern.
Yeah, thank you. So 3 of them did see you, so there'll only be 3 checks against you.
He's
As the
just-
other 4,
In this mound with a lantern. I made it. Okay. Sorry.
as the other 4 are just completely running right by you. All right, so 3 checks. Their wisdom is a +0. Apparently, I'm rolling exactly the same. You do feel the weight of a couple of these individuals as you can feel their claws almost reach down through the corpses towards you, but then they seem to move away. They seem to be picking through the bodies. They're looking for you. They know that you're here, but they cannot find you.
Yes.
At least one of them. Damn it. The other 2 have straight on just passed. They see the centaur running off into the distance. They give out that unholy like scream and just continue darting off with the other 4. There's only one, and he's looking around. All right,
This is where you jump out and kill it.
that is the monster's turn. So Kiron, it is now your turn.
That is.
The creatures move 60 feet.
And I was like 150 away or something like
You're at least 100.
At least 100.
At
I
least
know that.
100.
that. I dashed 100 away before they dashed up to get to where Kovdar was.
So
I guess maybe not that far then.
you cannot see them.
Is there any turns nearby?
So you can either go up the face of another mound, or you can turn to your left and go towards the blue light, and hopefully there's a break in the mounds that you can take a different direction. It's either that or
Okay.
scale a cliff.
I'm not good at climbing, so I'm gonna turn.
Okay. So
Climbing is a risk. I will turn. Does it look like there's anything within 50 feet that I could hide in?
you can't see. You know, you can tell that there's a pile of bodies in front of you because your hooves have hit a couple, and you can feel the slight incline once again. But it is pitch black.
I'm gonna move 50 feet into that turn and then hide.
Okay, so are you just gonna just run 50 feet?
Yeah, that's my regular movement, and then I'm gonna hide.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a dexterity check to try to keep from tripping on some of the dead bodies that have fallen onto the floor.
I don't manage that. It's a 5. It's a 5.
It's a 5. Are you freaking kidding me? All right, You take off knowing that there's another mound right in front of you, but your front hooves actually find air as there seems to be a gap in the mound where the bodies have fallen, and you just face plant. Ivan thrown off of your back, rolling on top of the corpses. You're there.
Did I at least make it around the corner?
You're in some kind of... You can feel bodies around you, but you can't see anything.
Well, I'm going to bury myself and hide.
All right, so you just grab a couple of the bodies and just pull them over you?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Ooh.
21.
Nice. You actually feel half of the mound fully engulf you. The weight seems to press down on you and makes it kind of hard to breathe, especially with the smell of rotten flesh and the stench of corpses just fills your nostrils and your senses.
And I'm going to prepare myself to hold my breath for 3 minutes.
Okay, you can still breathe.
I know, but I can eliminate the sound of me breathing for 3 minutes with my constitution score.
Okay, so with that, monsters are going to go. They moved 60 feet. You at least moved 50 before you fell. So that's going to be...
That would make 90 feet away from them.
90 feet away.
And I don't know how far he got thrown.
Yeah. So Ivan, you can hear there are several creatures around the area, and they're searching for something. Everything has gone quiet. You did hear bodies seem to collapse and fall next to you as they seem to fill in a hole, but you can't see anything. All you feel are just the cold, dead corpses of the bodies that make up this mound. It is... Oh, no, it is not your turn. It is Kovdar's turn. Is there anything you want to do, or do you just want to sit in there for a little while? There is one of them that is around you and is searching. You just want to wait?
I want to very slowly, like stealthily, wiggle deeper into that mound.
Okay. I will allow another stealth check. This will be the last one, though. You go any further... Go any further, and you can suffer suffocation.
If I have to, I will hold my breath.
Okay.
10.
Shit.
Why?
Shit.
You know what? For the hell of it, because I am really bad about it, you basically one-shot that dragon. I will give you a point of inspiration.
Yes, I will use it. 11.
Got better. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to take a second while you figure out how this is getting ordered.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to drink that potion of superior healing.
Okay, yeah. So, Kovdar, realizing that this creature is still after you, you just push your body back, trying to gently and quietly push more bodies in front of you, trying to put more distance between you and this creature as it seems to be searching around. Taking the opportunity, you reach down, open your vial of superior healing. You drink it, and it heals you all the way back up to full health. So that is your turn. Ivan, it is now your turn. You know that there are at least 6 different sounds of these creatures moving around. They don't seem to see you. Their chatter seems to be subtle clicking. Nothing that gives them or gives you the sense that they have found something and that they're after it. What do you wish to do?
Okay. So, very carefully and slowly, I would like to, and not moving very far or anything like that, just burying myself in bodies if I can.
All right, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Come on, roll good.
Let's clear the area.
Oh, clear the area. Yes.
Yeah.
Give the dice room to breathe.
Yeah, that might be your problem.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I just needed to tell it I loved it.
Oh man, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You actually pull half of a body, but it's not like an upper or a lower part. It's actually a human that has been completely cut in half. So he has a front section and a back section. You actually pull this entire frame of of this human over top of your own, almost wearing it like a cloak. You completely blend in with this creature.
Pumpkin head and all.
All right, the monsters are gonna go. You're going to feel their weight. The bodies around you shift slightly.
Step on me harder.
As they are walking around, you actually feel one actually step on the body that you are currently inside. All right, let's see. This is gonna. I'm gonna do.
Get cleaved.
This feels like a good body.
So there are 2 in your area, and there's at least 4 around in other areas. So 2 active checks against where you are at right now.
All right.
Like 4, 5, 6. So yeah, okay. My math is right.
I'm a plant. I'm a plant. I'm a plant. I'm a plant.
No, you're a human. You're a human body. You're
I'm
dead.
a body. I'm a body.
Oh,
I'm
no.
A body, I'm a body.
The one that is stepping on you, you actually feel it press down and its claws wrap around the edge. You can actually feel the claws dig into your side. You can hear its subtle intake of breath. It's as its head seems to just come right next to yours, almost like it's trying to smell
Give me a smooch.
where you are at.
But all it smells is plants.
It shifts its weight subtly side to side. You just have this image of this thing standing above you, the third arm raised high, and the cleaver coming down. But it doesn't happen.
God.
Instead, there's a distant sound in the background. You don't know what it is, but it's like a loud clang with a roar. The monster perks up and turns and runs off. So does the other one that did the active check against you. 2 of the monsters have now left the fight. They both rolled a natural 1.
Fucking bitches.
Alright, there are 4 more in the area. So 1 is going to do an active check against you, Kovdar.
And I rolled an 11.
And that's...
It's probably gonna be fun.
Totally fine.
That clang wasn't you attacking.
No, definitely not.
You see, Kyle sets up the atmosphere and predicts the rolls. He just fucked you.
I did just... if this whole night has been leading up to something, it's you are going to get into a fight with this thing. Alright, here's the roll.
It fucking knows.
Kovdar, you can once again feel this thing clawing at the bodies that are on top of you. Its arm reaching in. Its eyes, the light behind its hollow socket seems to grow bright as it rips a body off to the side and you are there. It sees you. That is an action to be able to search, so it does not have anything to attack you with, but it is ripping the bodies to the side. You can hear it cry out as it's finally found its prize. The third arm with the cleaver raised high. It was a 16, buddy. I'm sorry.
Unlucky.
Just hide again. It's probably fine. Just move body over.
All right.
Kiron, it is your turn.
So, are all of these creatures rushing towards?
You
A
do
sound?
you do hear 2 excited chatters as 2 of them seem to grow their voices growing faint as they seem to be moving away and into the distance.
But that would still leave 3 near me, right?
There are still 4 near you.
Oh, I thought there were only 6 of these things.
There's 7.
Okay, 4 of them still near me.
They are in the area and they seem to be actively searching around, but they aren't really close to you just yet. What do you wish to do?
I'm just gonna stay hidden.
Okay. Would you like to try to hide more But you've got a 20.
I'm not fucking that
Yeah,
up.
you got what, a 23?
Can I take whatever's high? I had a 21.
So they're not all that close to you. I'm gonna go ahead and write that down. So 21. So you think you could actually get by with trying to hide yourself better? You feel pretty confident, but I would allow you to go ahead and make the roll and take it if it's higher. If not, then you can kind of reset the bodies.
I'm pretty well set up, and I can always put it back.
Yeah,
All right, cool. I will make an attempt for something higher then.
I mean 21's pretty dang high, so I will allow this roll.
Nope. Not really finding a way to position the bodies any better.
So as you kind of try to pull more of the bodies in front of you, just trying to snug everything up and maybe even make it a little bit more comfortable for you with the bodies not pressing so hard onto your chest, you actually feel some of the tension on the bodies around you. You can actually hear some of the bones start to pop and crack. You feel that if you keep moving, you could actually cause some of the bodies to either completely bury you, making it almost impossible for you to escape, or by making a loud cracking sound with these creatures coming in as a bone might snap. So thinking better of it, you just leave the bodies alone.
And I will wait, and if they start searching where I am, then I will start holding my breath.
Okay. All right. Monsters are going to go. I will give an active check to 4 of them. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to allow the monsters to check 3 times total. So this will count as 1, and then 1 more round. If the creatures do not find you guys, then they're going to take off and leave. There's no point in them being here. Besides, maybe the red dragon, they'll move back over to Kovdar.
You're fucked.
No. Is not good. All right.
If he one-shots this thing that's in front of him and moves and hides, maybe.
We'll see a red light.
I mean, they had to run like 100
the
feet
signal
towards
that
me.
yeah,
no
so
fight.
so they've taken what 2-3 turns, so they're 120, 160 feet away.
Actually, they'd be about 150
150
to be searching where I am.
Yeah, so they're 150 feet away. I mean, if there's something really loud, then they could probably turn and move back, but they do know that you guys are hiding around here somewhere, and they're trying to actively find you. All right, so 4 checks. So you do notice that one of the monsters seems to be standing above you. It seems to be pulling some of the bodies back. You can hear the wet slaps of the rotten flesh coming in contact with each other. You can feel the weight of a couple of the bodies actually lift from you as this creature is ripping some of these bodies off of you. But it seems to get aggravated. Its clicking sounds seem to be agitated as it just decides to quit looking in this spot and move to a different. You hear another large clang sound off in the distance as one of these other creatures perks up and another one just takes off and leaves. As is another natural one from one of them.
Weeding out the weak.
So there are 3 more
Wait.
creatures.
What?
That means the strong are left to fight.
No, we are the strong.
All right. So that is 3 creatures that have that are still within the area. Kovdar. The cleaver drops. It's going to make an attack against you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 21 to hit
Hits.
and a 15 to hit.
15 missing.
Holy crap. I, for whatever reason, am rolling low today. You take 14 points of slashing damage as this just heavy cleaver just digs deep into your collarbone as this creature reaches down and pins your shoulders down, and the 3rd arm drops it right across you. That is the monster's turn.
14's low, and it missed an attack.
One of those will kill me. I have 13 health right now.
Okay, monster Kovdar, it is your turn.
Need one of those super crits. You don't have any of those left, do you?
I have 1 first level spell slot.
On the bright side, these things might be undead.
Even then, I'd have to get a nat 20 my best bet is still running.
I'm getting deja vu. I don't think you hit this attack. If you attack it. Getting real deja vu here.
Yes, I am going to run and take an opportunity attack.
Okay.
So bonus action to dash, and then my movement, so 60 feet. Gonna try and find another hiding spot with 60 feet of movement.
So there's a couple of issues. You cannot see. The only thing that you can see are the light blue of its eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take off. You know that there's a mound straight across from you. No.
What if I just use 60 feet to like move to the other side of the mound and hide?
Well, so you can kind of see. You can still see a little bit of light coming from the mound in front of you, but that's it. There are a couple of bodies that have fallen off the mounds and are on the stone. So you can take off and run, but I will need a dexterity check with disadvantage because you are at a dead run to see if you trip over one of the bodies or not.
I'll only at a dead run if I think I need to.
Okay.
If there's somewhere closer that I can get to with 30 feet at half speed.
Okay.
So like if I can use 30 feet of movement to get around to the other side of the mound I'm at and hide.
Well, that's the thing. You can't actually see the other side of the mound. You have no idea how big this mound is. You can see the top of it where the light is, but you cannot see how long this is. And these creatures can see 60 feet.
How high is the top of the mound?
You're 15 feet.
So I can just climb up to the top and hide at the top somewhere when I break line of sight.
Okay, you can do that, but it does require an athletics check to climb the mound. Okay.
So athletics check.
Yep. We'll go ahead and roll for the creature. I can't roll very high either. That's my
12.
proof. I will give it to you. I think my DC that I set for that, because I haven't actually wrote it down, I've been keeping a mental note of it. I think it was 12. So you do manage. The monster pulls the cleaver out from your chest, your wound opening and most likely festering from the coagulated blood that was on this thing's cleaver. As it brings it back down, you move your head just in time as it digs deep and gets stuck in the body just behind you. You shove this creature off and just take off at a dead run. You scramble up the side of the mound. You break line of sight. What do you wish to do?
So how much movement would that take?
So you have probably 20 foot of open area before you actually climbed the mound, and you could see. You climbed the mound, and then you have another 20 feet of the top of the mound where the bodies are. So that took you 35 feet to get up to the top of the mound.
So I have 25 feet left.
You got 25 feet left.
I'm just gonna move as far as I can and dig my way under some bodies.
Okay. You do know that dragon skin is on the other side of this mound, and you could most likely make it.
Is this the other way?
No, he's running back. He's running back up the other side.
Oh, towards where I lit the fire?
Yes, he's
So
on
I could
top of the
see and not
mound.
have to make a dex check.
Yeah. So he's back where you lit the fire. He's on top of that mound right now. You can see the pile of red dragon flesh just at the edge of the mound. You could make it. I will give you that.
Alright, I'm gonna go hide in the dragon.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Dear God, please roll high.
Don't fuck me.
Say you love it.
Yes! There we go. 23.
Oh, thank God. I really don't want to kill you. All right. You see the flesh. You just instantly run for it. You actually grab one section while you're still sprinting and then just jump with it, wrapping yourself up in it and rolling down. You are completely covered in this flesh. It is really hard to breathe, but you have 3 minutes that you can hold your breath. But you are wrapped tightly in this thing.
He might have more.
I actually have 4 minutes.
Yeah.
4 minutes. Okay.
So I
4
love,
minutes of
I love how
breath holding.
Kyle's like, I'm not holding back any punches in this one. And then we proceed to get fucked by the part of it that wasn't even a punch. And now he's just like,
You're supposed to make these.
come on, guys. It was climbing down a cliff face that was very climbable.
I mean, the DC was high, but it wasn't that high. You guys have freaking 20 stat.
And
Like,
we are fucking dropping the ball.
At 16, I passed it, but it sounded like just barely.
oh,
So here we are, about to be discovered by 3 of these fuckers.
I'm fine.
okay. Ivan, do you remember what your stealth check was? It was over 20.
Dirty 20. I had a 21. He had a 23. Has now a 23.
Okay, 23. I'm gonna write these down so I don't lose them. All right, guys.
Here we go.
I gotta try to just kind of calm down a little bit. I'm really worried for you guys. Okay, so at Kovdar, Ivan, it is your turn. You don't feel or hear very many of the creatures around you. You are still inside of this body. What do you wish to do?
I don't really wish to do anything.
Wish to not do a damn thing.
I wish to live.
I wish to teleport out of
So
the cave.
I will allow you to do the same thing. You can make another stealth check and only take it if it's higher.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that 100%.
Yeah, get it. Nat 20. Nat 20. You got this. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Whew, that's a little bit better, guys.
What'd you get?
Lower.
Lower. All right, so you're not going to take
A
it.
lot lower, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, God.
What are the chances I can, do a deception instead?
If you
That
were
sounds
made of
risky.
flesh, I would probably allow it. But as you are vines and a pumpkin head,
Well, I'm in a body.
I have access to flesh.
he just starts walking around. Starts making the clattering sound.
am a cleaver guy. It's fine.
Get a hip bone.
Look, I got the blue. He takes nearby blue painted glass and just turns his lights on. See, blue.
Blue.
Imagine if I could just walk around with them. So, friends,
Click, click,
click, click, bitches.
I'm part of the clique.
part of the clan.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so it is going to be the monster's turn. There is going to be 4 active checks.
No, one of them nat 1 and ran away.
4. There's 3 for you, 1 for him.
Oh.
Out of 7, you guys are whittling them down. They're losing interest as they're hearing more and more sounds.
I like to say that we could win the fight now, but
All right, you two first. First one.
oh no, it nat 20.
All right.
Oh no. Help.
You hear another one of these things perk up. It seems to get very excited. It's chattering, picking up, but it darts off in another direction. Another one, almost jumping from the other one getting so excited, just trails off along with it. They're both just chattering and taking off into the distance, following whatever new sound that they have found. One of them stays behind. I'm going to go ahead. Odds are even.
Oh no.
No. Not like this.
Odd.
Even it is. It was a natural 20.
I can live. I got this. What you gonna do? Hit me? Come on.
Kiron, you actually feel the weight of one of these things on top of you once again. You can feel the bodies above you being removed. It almost seems to be sniffing you out. You can see the light blue, soulless eyes flare up as it notices you. Its clacking becomes excited as it reaches down and grabs a hold of you. Its cleaver raised once again. That is its turn.
And now it's my turn.
No. There's still one more active check.
Oh fuck.
It's for me though.
That's yeah.
Oh, it's for you. Okay.
All right. You can hear this creature following you, coming right up to where you're at. It seems to slow down and wander around you. It's looking for you. It doesn't even get close to where you're at. It's still in the area, but you can hear it seem to get aggravated. It had you. You can hear its clacking become agitated as it seems to just be taking its cleaver and just cutting at some of the bodies around it. You can hear the meat and tendons pop as the cleaver just separates these body parts, as it tosses an arm and actually hits right next to you. It does not find you.
Yes.
Kiron.
I'm gonna attack it.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Silvered longsword, two-handed. I'm gonna try and thrust through it.
Okay, go ahead and
I'm
make an
gonna
attack
take
roll.
a -5 to hit.
All right.
That might have been a mistake. 11.
You try to pull your blade out, but one of the bodies is actually in the way, and you can't quite get your sword all the way out of the sheath. The monster sees this and actually puts its body weight against your arm and pushes your arm down as the cleaver comes up ready for a strike. Is that all you're going to do?
Can I bonus action grapple it?
No.
Can I bonus action hoof attack it?
No.
I will.
Unless that's an ability of your class that you can use a bonus action to make one hoof attack.
Well, I made one weapon attack and I missed.
Yeah, you
So
took
now
the
it's
attack
bonus
action.
attack.
So you are laying down.
And I'm just kicking the hooves.
You're gonna.
That's
You know what?
That's the justification.
I will allow this. You are technically laying down. Your at least your front are free, so you can try to pick them up and make a kick against this creature.
22.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. That would be. Yeah.
Max damage.
Seriously? All right.
It dies.
I am the strong.
All right, so you actually bring a hoof up and kick it, but it seems to bend out of the way. You make impact, but you just don't do as much damage as you thought you would.
Breaks its arm to avoid the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, you had me there, didn't you? Takes the d12 of damage.
Rolls a 1.
Gotcha.
Okay. Is that all you're going to do?
That's all I got.
All right.
We'll see what happens on its turn.
From 7 creatures, we're down to 2. So, like, maybe. If you guys don't make a lot of noise, anyways.
And that one might give up on him.
That's good. It could. All right.
Thank you for saving me.
How dare you pick odds? Odds is mine.
All right, so with that, the monster is going to press back down on you. It's going to raise the cleaver and drop it down on you. So the first one is a natural 2.
That's gonna miss. I have 16 AC.
Yeah, its modifiers isn't that high. But the second attack is 16.
Ooh,
16 on the dot.
I break my arm to dodge.
So the cleaver comes down.
God.
It's aiming for your neck as you just push it out of the way, trying to pull your sword out so you can make the attack. But it causes the monster to miss its attack. But instead of picking its arm back up, it just slides the cleaver back around and cuts the side of your neck in the process.
You could roll two ones.
It could roll low.
That is 19 points of slashing damage
That'll put me unconscious.
as it cuts deep into your neck. You can actually feel your blood going down your throat as you are now coughing as it just slit your throat.
Maybe I'm nat 20. Death save.
It's possible.
And die after that. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't think I can save you.
I don't think anything. God can't save me. Slit throat's pretty definitive.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is... Okay, so that's that one monster's turn. Because it was yours, that monster. So now it's the monster against you. If it fails... No, it needs at least 2 more checks. If it fails 2 more checks, it's going to give up on you. The creature seems to get even more agitated. It's hacking and slashing with the cleaver and throwing body parts seems to get more erratic as it's chattering and crying out. It wants to find you, but it can't.
Yes.
All right, Kovdar, it is your turn. You are holding your breath.
I'm not moving a muscle.
All
Not
right.
even gonna
Not-
fuck with it. It's perfect as it is.
All right.
Literally, his can only get
This
better
is where
if he nat
Kovdar
20s.
realizes he doesn't have to breathe.
Yeah, I learned. I don't need to breathe.
I don't know why. Just held my breath and
Couple hours passed.
Couple
Still
hours
holding my
passed.
breath, and I was like,
Ivan, you hear the excited chattering, and your friend, his voice becomes gargly as he cries out. It goes quiet, but the creature continues its chattering. What do you wish to do? Do you stay there and save yourself, or do you get up and save your friend? You know which direction they're in.
hold on. Save is hard. I am dying.
you might stabilize.
Maybe. So any act you take to save me is on the gamble that I pass 3 death saving throws.
Best case scenario, you go over to try to save him. You get hit, you die, you explode, and he dies. And then you die.
That is actually the scenario. So just want you to make informed decisions on this one. Because you don't have much health.
Is there any rocks near me?
No, only dead bodies.
Any good solid skulls?
No, just the corpses of people. This is your decision. It does not notice you. You are pretty confident that it will not notice you.
Fuck it, I'm not doing anything. I'm sorry.
All right, Ivan, with that, you understand what it is that you are doing, but you also understand the circumstances that you are in. You give a small prayer to Kiron as you hear the excited chattering of this creature and several meat-cutting sounds as this creature disembowels Kiron.
Doesn't it still have to roll to hit me?
You are unconscious
Yeah.
It has advantage.
on
It
the
has
ground.
advantage.
All right, yep, that's true.
If it misses at least one of these attacks, I'll have 1 death save left to nat 20.
So that is a 18 to hit
That hits. That's 2 failed death saves because that's gonna auto crit.
and a 16 to hit.
And I'm dead.
Oh, so close.
Yep. Nope. I'm disemboweled. Never mind. Continue.
Chiron,
I wish I tried to save you. I regret it. I already regret it. I'm sorry.
Chiron, you are still conscious at this point. You can feel your warm blood filling up your lungs as you try to get a grasp of the situation that you're in. You actually drop your sword, reaching for your neck, trying to shove this creature off, but your limbs won't respond. You are weak in this situation. You see this creature almost smiling in the dark. You can't explain it, but you see the shine of a cleaver as it eagerly cuts down into your chest. It actually takes all 3 hands and rips your chest open and reaches in and grabs your still beating heart and pulls it out. Everything goes dark.
I'm so sorry. I could have probably saved you. I'm sorry.
I doubt it.
Oh, I could have did some awful things that would have maybe prolonged your life. Like I could have horrific screeched.
Wouldn't that also affect me?
That would have been a 300 foot.
A mistake.
That would have been
300-foot mistake.
Everything that left just comes right back.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
I now will survive a bit longer, but that's just till everything
Or
else
I could have just
comes.
made a little bit of noise, ran away. That thing could have followed me, and you would have been fine.
Or dead.
Or dead.
And then you were dead.
You know, it was either risk my life and have you 50-50 die with the same, pretty much to me, probably less of a chance,
I'm
honestly.
going to roll so you can see if I'd have survived or not.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. That's one.
That's a fail, I think.
That's one fail.
Ooh, that's 2 fails. That's not looking good. That's 1 pass. 2 passes. And I'm dead. I died.
Thank God.
By the scenario, I died.
Ivan, you hear, it's hard to describe, the mucus-like sounds as entrails are being pulled from a body. You can hear the cleaver chop down as this thing starts separating the good parts from the bad. It is preoccupied. So, that was the monster's turn. Kiron is dead. Monster's gonna go again. This is 1 more active check against you.
Please.
Don't end up like Kiron. I need you.
This thing just chucks a full body. It actually hits you and buries you even more. You can hear it just scream out in frustration. And then it gets fainter and fainter as it walks away.
Sadly, it buried you alive with that body.
So, you guys are out of initiative order.
I'm going to slowly wiggle to where I can breathe again.
Okay.
And I'm going to wait.
Okay. Ivan,
Same.
you can still hear this creature, but it does seem to finally come to an end. And you can hear this creature drag something behind it, but it gets fainter and quieter. And soon you hear nothing but silence.
I will avenge you, my friend. I will avenge you.
So, as you guys lay there, you free yourselves of the dragon-wrapped skin, finally able to take that gasp of fresh air. You remove what half of dead body you were able to bury yourself in and stand up. It is pitch black, and you can't see a thing, but you also don't want to see. We will end there for tonight. We'll see you next week. All right. The TastyDoom podcast is an unofficial fan content permitted under the fan content policy, not approved or endorsed by Wizards. Portion of the material used is property of Wizards of the Coast, Wizards of the Coast, LLC. Music is by Epidemic Sound. If you have questions, concerns, advice, or ideas that you'd like to tell us about, then feel free to email us at tastydoom.podcast@outlook.com. If you've liked our content, then feel free to join us on Twitter at tasty_doom. And remember to stay tasty.